Hi everyone, this is Nonnie. I was incredibly fortunate to have my husband join me on this hike up the Hollywood Hills in California. I've said many times that if the videos I create inspire just one person to become active and get off the couch, that I would come out of my comfort zone to be a YouTuber. Well, Shawnet is one of those individuals. It was our privilege to meet and hike with her. Please enjoy what she has to share about being a new hiker and how it has changed her. She's inspired me, and I hope she inspires you as well. Hey, Shawnet, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, honey.
Good morning, babe.
Hi, Chris.
Good morning.
We are in the Hollywood Hills, hiking up to the Hollywood sign. This is nice. It's an 8-mile hike. There are many trails in this area, and we hiked just about each one. There is a lot of fascinating information to share here. If you ask most people unfamiliar with Los Angeles if they think it is hilly in places, most of them will answer no. They think it is flat. The sign is on a hill, just as Beverly Hills is on a hill. The sign was raised in Hollywood Hills in 1923. The sign originally had nothing to do with Hollywood or the movie industry or even with the Hollywood area, but was actually designed to advertise a housing development underneath it called Hollywood Land. The sign was festooned with bulbs that were fixed to the letters and would light up after sunset. Hollywood Land, and then finally Hollywood Land. It was just an advertising billboard to sell homes. Remember, it was 1923, and this site, lighted at night, would reassure potential house buyers that the development did indeed have electricity. Originally, the sign was only meant to remain in place for a year or so, time enough for the investors to sell the houses and move on, but it very quickly became a much-loved local landmark and stayed. The moving picture business had only based itself in the Los Angeles area for just over a decade at that point and wasn't particularly associated with the Hollywood neighborhood. In fact, the sign's construction at the time was instrumental in the naming of the movie industry as Hollywood. Since the original Hollywood sign was only supposed to be there for a short time, it was only constructed out of wood and sheet metal, and soon parts of it started collapsing. We hiked all the way up there to the Hollywood sign, and then we have come and hiked down that canyon and back up to Mount Hollywood Summit. This is a spectacular view. The June gloom is still hanging on here.
There we go. You should be able to see Disney concert hall from here. I can't see it.
That is the Griffith Observatory. Stacy and I came to California on a business trip, and we went to San Diego for a week, and after that we came to Los Angeles so we could meet Shawnet, and also this is where I grew up, was in one of the suburbs of LA. So Stacy has been enjoying the hike today with 3 other women. How has that been for you today?
Oh, it's been wonderful.
What do you think of this trail?
It's been, I mean, I've never been on a trail like this, so it's different. It's something I've never done, but I wanted to do this, and there's some great views, and hopefully a little bit of fog will burn off shortly, and they'll open up, and I'll get some good photographs.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been a joy for us to hike together.
It has been.
It has been. I've enjoyed you being with me.
I've enjoyed being with you, and I love you.
I love you too. This is Shawnet. She lives in Los Angeles, California, and she is somebody that got in touch with me from one of my YouTube videos. And so we came to California on a business trip and came to see Shawnet and visit with her. And so Shawnet, do you have anything you just want to start off saying, or do you want me to start asking you questions?
Oh, well, the first thing I want to say is, wow. Since the YouTube videos into now, what you're here in person, it's just magical. It's just a magical world, and we're all in this together. And it's just amazing how two people who didn't know each other even existed are all of a sudden here at the Hollywood side. It's just amazing.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
Yeah, that's the magic in the whole thing.
So what were you doing where you were sitting down watching TV and it just motivated you to try and find something on YouTube that was going to speak to you? What were you doing?
Gosh, actually, there was like kind of a power outage, and I remember going on my phone and just looking at videos and just looking at things on my phone, watching, I like the opera, so I was looking at opera arias and things like that. And then I just went into YouTube, and some kind of way I saw the people hiking the Appalachian Trail, and I thought, well, that's interesting. So I started clicking on it and watching people's videos and all. And then I got into that for a while, and I started watching them like almost constantly for weeks and weeks. And then suddenly I came across Nonnie's video, and I thought it really spoke to me for some reason. And I watched it, and I was just obsessed with it. All the adventure, and the fact that I'm an older person. So at the time, so I guess I was 62, 63. I'm not sure exactly what year it was, and I kept thinking, oh, that's something I could never do, because I was watching all the younger people do it. But seeing someone that was closer to my age doing it, I thought it's possible. And that's how I got inspired to do it. I kept watching video after video, and they just were more and more amazing. And I'm hooked now. Now I'm a hiker.
And so there's another hiker that you liked watching as well. Bad Bath Hikes.
Yeah,
Bad.
Yeah.
You liked her.
Bad Bath was really entertaining. I mean, I know she went through a lot of emotional things and all this stuff, but she was really fun to watch because her videos were just really fun. So I really liked her videos.
Right. When you decided that you wanted to start backpacking, did you go solo?
No, I didn't.
What did you do?
I didn't at first. Well, I took little walks around. I took longer walks around work and places like that in the city. I actually called upon my friend Chris, and I said to them, a couple of friends that I had, you guys want to go hike the Catalina Trail? I just went off to do a trail. I wanted to do a trail. I want to do a through hike. And one thing, my brother did suggest Catalina, because Catalina's it's in the wilderness, but it's not. If you wanted to bail, you can get it. There's a city there, so it wouldn't be too hard to get out of it. So I thought for beginners that would be a great thing to do. Of course, I watched more of Nonnie's videos, and they helped me along the way. With supplying and getting the supplies and all and that kind of thing. And I just watched them and just watched every kind of step of how it goes. And I asked these friends of mine, and they said, yeah, sure. So I'm thinking, oh, okay. So we started planning it, and we trained for it. We just kind of did little hikes around like Griffith Park and places like that. And next thing you know, time came, and I'm sitting there waiting for them at the ferry, because you have to take a ferry over to Catalina. And I'm thinking they might not show up, so I might be doing this alone. There they were.
And they were.
They came.
And how did that hike go? Was it harder than you anticipated? Was it easier? Was it just? It was just a hike. How did you feel? It
was hard. It was hard. I mean, the first day was great because we just kind of camped in this little campground. And that was kind of fun. We saw a fox and those kind of things. We were having a good time. But the next morning we got up early and we just put our packs on and started hiking. And we didn't realize that Catalina was rocks. And I kept thinking of Nonnie's video about the Rocksylvania or some kind of rock place. And I'm thinking, oh, this is crazy. Because we thought we were just going to go up a little bit and take a nice, 40 miles and come right back down and we're fine. No. It was up and down rocks. We had to literally, the trekking poles were helping me get up. I had to pull myself up. It was amazing to do, but we just powered through it and just kept doing it. And next thing you know, we're at camp and a place we were going to camp, and we're like, wow, I can't believe we actually did that.
That you did that. And so how many miles was that whole hike?
It's 39 point something miles. It took us 40 because we did get lost. So it took us 40 miles to do the whole thing.
And how many days did that take you?
5 days.
5 days.
Yeah.
So that was her first hike. There's another hike that she went on, and where was that?
Wow, that was at Havasu in Arizona. Wow. We originally were trying to get the Phantom Ranch in the Grand Canyon because we were hiking. One hiker said, we were saying, oh, we're older people, we're older ladies, we can't do this. Because you guys could do Arizona easy. So we thought, okay, let's do the Phantom thing. We couldn't get a permit or a reservation. So we got on a list to do a lottery for Havasu because apparently it's so popular you have to be on a lottery. So I just said, let's see what happens. I went on, got a lottery, and would you know it? We got it. So I don't know, I watched people's videos in Havasu and it looked like it was just, they were all very positive videos. It would look fun and everybody was having a good time and all that kind of thing. However, when we actually did it, it was a very strenuous hike. I'm going to honestly say that I think it was kind of beyond my capabilities, I think, and maybe a couple of my friends. But we had to do it because once you start it, you can't turn back. You got to keep going. So we hiked 11 miles into Havasu, and then each day we were going to do a day hike to a different waterfall. So we did. There was one called Beaver Falls. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, gosh, that's another thing. It was the most beautiful place I think I've ever been. And if it weren't for, I keep thinking to myself, if it weren't for me just watching Nonnie's videos, I would not be here today. I was thinking that, because that was the amazing part. Just how people can just encourage other people. You don't even know them to do something, and that was just amazing. So anyway, we're going hiking to Beaver Falls. You have to literally go over the side of a waterfall, which I didn't see that in any of the videos. And if I did, everybody made it look really easy. But we had to literally hang on and go straight down, and it was slippery. We had to find our footing. It was the scariest thing. And one thing I noticed that it did do for me, this is one thing I'm gonna tell you that hiking did for me, just real quick. I mean, to jump out of it. I usually live way in the past or way in the future. I'm never present. Hiking has made me a very present person, because you cannot think about what happened in like 1802. I think about what was going to go happen in like 10 years from now when you're hiking, because you have to be, it's safety. Right. Safety of the people around you, and just you got to be aware of what's happening. So anyway, that being said, when I went down that waterfall, I mean, we had to literally hang on like this. It was like those little monkey things that kind of go up like that. It was literally like that.
A wood ladder.
Yeah, like a wood ladder that wasn't just a nice sturdy ladder. It had mold, and it had a piece missing, and it was rickety. And we had to just focus on that with our packs on and just get up and down that thing.
And one of the people that was with you was afraid of heights.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. One of our hikers. It took her about an hour just to start. She was crying. She was afraid. And it wasn't just like one of those things where, oh, I'm kind of scared of it. Let's see. No. She was literally shaking. And Chris and I sat with her, and we tried to calm her down and tell her, well, we don't have to do this, but she wanted to do it because it's a challenge and everything. But she ended up doing it, and she was amazing. She was amazing. She even helped me like get back up. So that's the really great thing. She faced her fear, and she conquered it just by that one hike.
So one of the interesting things about Shawnet is she does not know how to swim, and she is 64 years old, and she does not know how to swim.
Exactly.
So she said Havasu Pai, and tell that story.
Oh yeah, Havasu Pai. There's several like lake crossings. I'm going to say river crossings, and that's one thing that frightened me, because I'm thinking it's going to rise above me. I'm going to get swept away by the undercurrent. All these things are going to happen. Jamila, who's a really great swimmer, she's the one that was afraid of the heights. She's a really great swimmer, and she said, we won't let anything happen to you. See, I had to really trust the people that I'm with. It went up to my waist. That's the deepest I got in. And I had my poles, and I just followed Jamila as she went on. And I made it across, and my heart was pounding so bad. And I was just thinking, God, what if I drown? What if I do drown?
But you know what? You faced your fear.
Yeah.
You faced your fear, and you trusted the people that were around you to help you. And that is huge.
Yeah. And
I am really proud of you.
Thank you.
Very proud of you.
That means a lot coming from you.
It does. I am very, very proud of you, just for taking the first step and going to Catalina and doing the other trail. And I mean, I'm so humbled and so impressed that you've done that. Yep. So tell me how hiking has changed you mentally.
Oh, wow. Gosh, well, first of all, it's made me more present, which I really needed that. It's also given me an appreciation for more of, what we have naturally. I've been stressed out a lot lately because I lost my mom recently and all, but I noticed that hiking helps me clear my head. Just hearing the birds, the wind going past my face, and and it's not too hard to find some place like this. I mean, you don't have to be way out, out in the wilderness somewhere. You can just go maybe in your neighborhood and find even a park, some place where you're just around trees, and then you see the most amazing things. And that's why I love Nonnie's videos, because she would always say, look at that, and I was like, wow. I mean, she found such joy in these things that other people would just walk past and not even notice. And I like that, because you can find these little hidden things that kind of fuel us and give us, kind of rejuvenates us.
How did it change you physically?
Oh gosh, that's another thing. I would just sit around and eat the worst things, just laying around, not doing anything, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is, literally, like I was saying today when we were doing our hike, if it weren't for the videos that I was watching and watching the journey, I would be sitting at home today munching on Cheetos and just watching something on TV. But no, I mean, hiking has helped me. I'm watching what I eat. It's helping. I'm an older person now, so it's helping me physically get my heart and my blood flowing. I had really high blood pressure. My blood pressure's gone down since I've been hiking.
That's right.
Because I did have a doctor's appointment, and I was surprised. I was like, oh, I know it's going to be high. She goes, no, actually, you're good.
Awesome. So you didn't tell me that yet.
Oh, yeah, see, I forgot about that one.
Cool.
And that's because of, just using my body, just getting up and walking, going up the hills and just, taking my time. I'm not 22, so I know I can't go running up there like others, but I just take my time. And I also enjoy the flora and fauna of everything, just the little things.
Yay,
I stop. Yeah. Oh,
well
you.
done.
Yay.
Well done.
So.
because there are a lot of hikers that do not do that, and they're on their own mission. Everybody hikes their own hike, but for others, you know, it is all about what you're experiencing along the way. So you have lost how much weight?
Gosh, so far I've lost about, since I've started hiking, maybe about 25 pounds.
That is awesome.
I've got a little about 45, 60, maybe 60 to go, but I know it's possible, and we're gonna do it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Is there any, before I close, is there anything else that you want to say?
Oh, I just want to say, yay us! This is amazing.
Yay us, that's right.
Oh, and thank you so much
Yay
for being
us.
here. And
I'm really proud of Shawnet. I have been thrilled to meet her. She has been a joy and a treasure. She has been the most animated, hysterical person. And we spent the day together yesterday. We went sightseeing yesterday and did some things together. And today we're on an 8-mile hike.
Yeah.
8-mile hike.
Yep.
Right from the trailhead up to the Hollywood sign and back down. So this is just an awesome day.
It's magical. It's just magic for me. This is amazing.
All right. Well, so y'all, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye, everybody. I'm kind of marking some of them on a little map I have. Which ones that people were saying were nice. Just to continue with me.
We started out at how many hundred feet, honey?
At the top,
Yeah,
1600.
1600.
And we're at 905.
We're at 905. Okay. It is very different hiking on a trail with sand like this. Okay. Here's my hiker friends. That's Frankie the dog. So that's the trail down there. It just keeps going down there to the right. I've been astounded at the number of people hiking. There's been hundreds. A lot of kids, a lot of dogs, a lot of runners, a lot of people that are over 65, up and down. The weather today is about 67, 68 degrees. There's a breeze. It's been perfect. We are on mile 7.1. That's Shawnet and Chris, and Stacy is probably petting a dog because there are so many of them on the trail. He's got to pet every one of them. We are getting ready to go to Dante's View. We just completed going up to the Hollywood sign and to Mount Hollywood summit. This is beautiful. Gosh, it almost looks like you're going through a botanical garden. There are a lot of people on this trail. This is called the Emerald Jade Carpet plant. That is so unique. I love the coloring. So this is just an awesome day.
It's magical. It's just magic for me. This is amazing.
All right, well, so y'all, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Since the original Hollywood sign was only supposed to be there for a short time, it was only constructed out of wood and sheet metal, and soon parts of it started collapsing. In 1949, the land part was finally removed as the city wanted to name the district, not the development, and that's when it officially became the Hollywood sign. It's been renovated several times since then, but the most significant was in 1978 when the old letters were finally removed and the ones we see today, which are made out of steel and set in concrete, were erected.